saying no to gods, saying no to gods, saying no to rulers, saying no to stupid religion, saying no to being ignorant. Say no. Open your mind. Common Point is about having an open mind. Common Point is about having a free-minded society, a free-spoken society, a free-thought society. It's not about repression. It's not about control. It's not about manipulation. It's not about you will stay in this box and you're going to think this way. You're going to live this way. You're going to act this way. You're going to treat your spouse this way. You're going to treat your kids this way. That's not what Common Point's about. Common Point's about freedom. Face your truth. Seek the truth. Live the truth. I'm going to try to say that in all my videos. Face the truth. Seek the truth and live your truth. But you can't do it until you accept it. Saying no to gods and rulers. Right now in this country, we need to say no to rulers that overrule and overreach. I'm not going to go down that bullshit. I don't have time for it. But it will correct itself. Here's my belief. We are trying, big money is trying to go and colonate to Mars or go to the moon or go to other planets, interplanetary travel, interplanetary living. None of it will advance the human race if we bring our religions with us. We are not advancing. We are just hopping from one location to the next. It's like me saying, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to go live. I don't want to stay on this island. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to live on that island. And I bring all my luggage with me. I bring all my hatred with me. I bring my religion with me. I bring my thoughts with me. I bring my negativity with me. I'm not changing. I'm not growing. You're not growing. You're just relocating. Sometimes just jumping is good and just say, I'm going to jump and I'm going to go live in LA, or I'm going to go there, or I'm going to go live in New York, I'm going to go live in another country. Sometimes it's really good. But when you do that, that change should ignite in you reality of what you left, what you were. You don't want to be what you were. You want to grow. We need to stop being what we were. We need to stop being this superficial shell of what we think we should be. Saying no to gods. That's the name of this video. Have a drink. Love all my seekers. Get a drink. Make a pizza. Order something from a Chinese restaurant down the road and sit down and listen to this video. Don't click away. It's going to get great. We, as people living on this planet, must. It's not a maybe. It's not, oh, some people can believe this way, some can believe that way. That's fine. You can believe personally whatever you want to believe. I have no problem with that. If you want to go in your backyard and go to a rock or a tree or to your cat, I don't care. But when you push it upon society that is the right way, then you are wrong. When you push it on society as a whole, you must think this way. You must believe this way. You must follow this way. You must do this way. You must have a marriage this way. You must act this way. Then we don't have a free society anymore. The Book of Common Point. I write about a free society in this book. I write about maintaining being free mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, if you want to use that word. But none of that is possible. You can't remain free mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually if you are taught or if you're told how to think. Because it all starts in your mind. I've talked about this a million times in my videos. It all starts in your mind. Everything starts in your mind. Everything's related to how you think, your emotions, your spirituality, your religion, your politics, your movements, your decisions. Everything starts in your mind, not from a fabricated God or religion. It starts in your mind. When you give up your mind, your thinking, your free thinking, when you give that up, you are no longer a free human being on this planet. So as I was saying earlier, we decide, oh, we want to go to live in Mars. We want to go live on Mars. That's a great challenge, and I think we will do it. But here is one of the biggest mistakes that human beings will make. If we bring our luggage with us, we bring our religions with us, we bring our faith with us, we bring our ignorance with us, we bring our bigotry with us. It's a hard word to say. We are not growing. We are not growing. We're just relocating who we are. We are told from the powers that be, and we're told by media, and we are told by everybody, said, you know, that's the frontier. Let's go there and let's do that. We're going to be better for it. We're going to be better. But are we going to be better for it? We're not going to be better for it if we don't change the way we think. That's not better. That's just a different location. Hold on for one minute. It's warm in here. I've got the air conditioner. I'm going to pat. Hope you don't mind. Because I don't feel like turning it on here in the background. The common point philosophy believes in source. It doesn't believe in a God. It doesn't believe in a soul. It doesn't believe in a spirit. When we die, we die. That's it. We're done. There's no other place to go. But we do believe, and I do believe in this philosophy, that there's an essence to us that I call source. There's an essence to us that I call source in my book. And it's in everything. It's in the book. It's in this handkerchief. It's in my root beer. Hold on. It's in my body. It's in my shirt. It's in my hand. It's in my bunny. It's in everything that exists. It's not a God that we worship. It's in everything that exists. And until we understand that, until we accept that, we will never advance as a human race. We will stay status quo. We will stay average. We won't grow. We won't grow intellectually. We won't grow emotionally. We won't grow mentally. We won't grow until we can kick religion out of the world. Just get rid of it. We don't need it. As I was saying, if you want to go in the backyard and whatever you want, if that makes you feel fuzzy and warm, makes you feel good, that's fine. But when you bring it on to other people that you must think this way, you are wrong. You do not have the right to tell another human being how to think, how to act, how to move, how to react, how to create, how to be. Freedom of mind, freedom of thought is the power of man. Freedom of mind is the power of man. Not relocating and bringing your garbage with you, and bringing your negativity with you, and bringing your hate with you, and bringing your religion with you. That's not freedom. That's not exploration. That's not discovery. That is relocating who you are. It's not creating a better you. It's not creating a better society. Got to find the page. Saying no to gods. Saying no to rulers. Saying no to dictators. Saying no to manipulators. Saying no to small-minded people that are being controlled by their emotions, that are being controlled by their rules, that are being controlled by their hatred. That's not the future of the human race. It's not. Saying no to gods. Face your truth. Seek the truth. Then live the truth. Face your truth. Seek the truth. Then live the truth. I've got the air conditioner off so I can get through this video. Sorry for the padding. But I don't want to spend 2 hours trying to cool the room down. Here's my question to all my seekers. How do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? Do you have hatred? Do you have greed? Do you have confinement? Do you feel lonely? Do you feel happy? Do you feel successful? Do you feel wanting? Do you feel sad? Do you feel depressed? All this is connected to your mind. I gotta say this in my video, and I gotta start saying it. I am not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not giving you medical advice. I'm giving you my worldly, my knowledge from living a life. All the years I've lived on this planet, I've learned a lot, and I've become a wiser human being. And there's been many things in my life that I kicked to the curb because of that wisdom. I was a Catholic. I kicked my religion to the curb because it's bullshit. I kicked my hatred to the curb because it makes me ugly. I kicked my bigotry to the curb because it's ugly. Not to say I was that, but I grew up around that. I grew up in the South. I grew up in a bigoted family. Not serious bigots, but my mother would say certain things. My dad would say certain things. I'm going, that's not who I want to be. So the religion and the Christianity and the bigotry and the hatred and the enviness and the greed, all that I saw in my family. And I'm not saying my family was bad. There was a lot of good in my family, but there was a lot of that I didn't like. So like a surgeon, I said, I'm taking out the bigotry and I'm cutting that out. I'm taking out the hatred, cutting that out. I'm taking out the prejudice and I'm cutting that out. And I'm taking out the stupid, dumbass Christianity and taking that out. And I literally just did surgery on myself from the time I was a teenager to the time I was in my early 20s and 30s. And I just got rid of all that. I got rid of all that. Because it's a learned response. You learn it from your parents. You learn it from your relatives. You learn it from your friends. And then you adapt to it. Well, my friend's prejudicial. He hates this kind of person. He hates that kind of person. Is that who I am? Do I really want to be that? I don't want to be that. That's not who I am. I'm not going to get into the argument right now with what's going on in our country. I don't want to get into politics that much. I don't want to go down that road. Not because I'm fearful of saying what I believe. That's not it at all. I want to focus on my philosophy. Where's my notes? Saying no to gods. Saying no to gods. It's not easy. I'm asking my followers, I'm asking my viewers, my new viewers, thank you very much. It is not easy living a life of truth. It's not easy, but it's right. What's in this book is right. So it's up to you. It is completely up to you if you want to be a good, solid human being. It's totally up to you. Start with rum and coke. That'll work. And you can sit here and you can argue, well, you know, that's where you start. That is where you start when you say you're going to argue with me. Don't argue with me. Argue with yourself. I don't want to hear your argument. I want to hear your knowledge. I want to hear your wisdom. I want to hear just decisions from you. I do not want to argue with you. I do want to hear you. I want to hear your comments. I want to hear your thoughts. I don't want to hear your arguments. You know, you go on YouTube and you've got hundreds of influencers throwing out their arguments, throwing out their bullshit. Well, you know, Trump said this. Well, you know, so-and said this. Well, you know, so-and-so did this. And then it did this. And then it does not. It does not resolve anything. It just festers more hatred from one side to the other. Arguments do not settle anything. Arguments do not settle anything. Remember, I did a video back a ways and said force, nothing good can come out of force. Force, it's like force creates force. And here's force coming this way. And here's the opposite, here's the opposer, force and force and force. And that's what you get. You get nothing with force. You get nothing. You get a wall with force. Here's this person forcing their opinion, forcing their decisions, forcing their lifestyle, forcing their religion on you. And you're going to push back, and nothing gets resolved. Nothing gets resolved. Instead of stalemate, dead air. That's what you get with force. That's what you get with argument. Pose your opinion about things. Say, I believe this would be better. That's not an argument. I believe this would be a better way of living in our country. I believe this would be a better way of thinking. I would believe this would be a better way of teaching. It's not an argument. It's an opinion. We must face each other with opinions, and then we must come to a consensus and come to a decision on an opinion, not an argument. We got to take the temperature down a lot. Kick your gods to the curb. Kick your rulers to the curb. Kick your kings to the curb. Kick your master to the curb. Kick your domestic significant other that is putting a thumb on you and ruling you and telling you how to live and telling you how to think and abusing you to the curb. There's no gain in control. There's no gain in force. There's no gain. There's no productivity. There's no positivity in force, in control. Only thing that comes from it is disaster, collapse, chaos, hatred. That's what comes from force. That's what comes from control. That's what comes from manipulation. That's what you get. You get a collapse. You get an implosion from that process. Think of two planets. You got a planet here and you get a planet here. And they're orbiting and they're doing their thing. They're minding their own business. And all of a sudden one decides, well, I want to get in your space. I want to get in your space. What happens? It throws everything off kilter. Now both are off kilter. Now both are not circling. Now both are not in harmony. Now both are not where they should be in the universe. There is a yin and there is a yang. There's a yes and there's a no. There's an on and there's an off. There's a hot and there's a cold. There's life and there's death. There's right and there's wrong. And we know the difference. Internally, you know the difference. Internally, we know the difference. So, say no to gods. Say no to rulers. Say no to kings. Say no to repression. Say no to control of your mind, soul, and body. And I use the word soul as a metaphor, because I don't believe we have a soul. I believe we have energy, we have a spark, we have source, we have life essence in us, but we don't have a soul. If we were to go back and read the Old Testament, there's a lot of good in the Bible, trust me. Go back and read the Old Testament. Jesus and a lot of followers called their followers souls. Soul was another word for person or existence. It wasn't a spiritual thing. Face the truth, seek the truth, and live the truth. I'm going to close this video with this. Force does not work. Manipulation does not work. Control does not work. Repression does not work. Walls do not work. Opinions do not work. None of that works. As I was saying, going to another planet, taking all this garbage with us. We're not advancing the human race by physically going to another planet and bringing all of our trash, all of our superstitions, all of our negativity, all of our hatred, and all of our religion with us. If the human race was smart, it would say, okay, we're going to go live on Mars. We're going to try to colonize that planet, but we're going to do it without any of that. We're going to leave that behind. We're going to leave that behind and let it correct itself. Let it correct itself. We're not taking it with us. I need a drink. As you know, I don't get out in here and I slam politicians or slam the president. It's a waste of time, especially my time. Because that rhetoric that everybody's doing does not solve anything. Action solves things. That is not action. That is rhetoric. That is an opinion. Action solves things, not rhetoric, not speaking. Okay. The Book of Common Point. If you would like a book, let me know and I will get one to you. You cannot buy it on the internet. Although I'm considering, I got to look into it, starting a Substack channel. Whereas on Substack, I got to look into it, I'm not sure. On Substack, I can probably put chapter and chapter and chapter on Substack, and you can buy in or you can click in and you can read the book on Substack. I'm not sure if you can do that yet. I know you can do emails. I got to learn about it. I just heard about it. I got to learn about it. That might be a really good way for a lot of my followers, my seekers, to learn from my wisdom and learn from my book and learn from my chapters. I can't talk without having to get a physical book. Okay? I'm going to look into it. I'll let you know. Down in the show notes, down below, will be more explanation of what the common point philosophy is about. Down in the show notes, I'm going to leave a link so you can play my songs. My songs are directly related to the philosophy. The lyrics in the songs are related to the common point philosophy. Listen to it. Listen to the songs. I got 12 songs up. Click on there. Listen to that playlist. Love you guys. Gotta go. Love all my seekers. Thank you so much. Leave a comment and subscribe. For my new viewers, thank you, and thank you. Check out more about the common point philosophy. More to come. More to come. Do me a favor. Kick your gods to the curb. Kick your beliefs to the curb. Follow reality. Follow reality. I'm going to read that one last statement here. What did I do with it? I got to find it. Face the truth. Seek the truth. Then live in truth. Face the truth. Face it head on. What is the truth? Not what you were taught. Not what you were taught. Face your personal truth. Seek the truth. Always seek the truth. Excuse me. Always seek the truth. The truth will not lead you in the wrong direction. Then live the truth. That's the hard part. Gotta go. Love you guys. Sorry about sweating. I turned the air conditioner. It's a little warm in here, but I want to get the video done this morning. It's been a while. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Goodbye now.